To me, all of it, whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
And a radish veggie soup. The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
And a radish veggie soup. Welcome. How can I help you?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Welcome. How can I
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Leave it to me, all of it, whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
What a disaster! I didn't even make it through the qualifiers. How can you do?
I didn't do any better. I was beaten by that little Timmy kid. I've only ever seen him out there feeding pigeons. No clue how he got to be such a good card player.
The next round's starting soon, right? Let's head over and watch the matches. I'm curious to see who will win the grand prize.
Did you hear that? A grand prize! Sounds like they were talking about a card competition. They must be talking about Genius Invocation TCG. Should be, but let's go ask Diona for details. Wait, what? Am I seeing double? Do you have two tails? Your eyes are working just fine. Yes, I have two tails. You want to pet them? Wait, what? Am I seeing double? Do you have... Wow, does it hurt when your tail splits into two? Which one did you grow first? Oh, and what do you do when they start moving around? Have two tails?
nice.
I've never seen anyone with two tails before. What? Am I seeing double? Do you have... Wow, does it hurt when your tail splits into two? Which one did you grow first? Oh, and what do you do when they start moving around? Have two tails?
It's gonna be nice.
Who's calling the chatting? Oh, don't worry, kid. I'm sure you'll be growing a couple of tails of your own in no time. Huh? You think I can grow? Sure. You're a yokai too, right? Your yokai power must be really strong if you can already take on human form. I was just climbing a tree one day when another tail popped up, just like that. People started calling me, Nakamata, I think? Sure, you're a yokai too, right? Your yokai power must be really strong if you can already take on human form. I was just climbing a tree one day when another tail popped up, just like that. People started calling me, that doesn't happen. Fortunately for me, Diona of the Cutsline clan, feel free to already take on human form.
That makes it like nice.
Oh, Trevor, we think she's a creep. No. A customer left some goods with us and arranged to come in the express to pick them up. That's all. I didn't mind. You've been to Inazuma, right? Did you, see lots of yokai like her there? Right! But this is actually the first time we've ever seen one with two
Why is
tails.
it making noise?
You've been to Inazuma, right? Did you, see lots of yokai like her there? Right! But this is actually the first time we've
Okay.
ever seen one with two
Why is
tails.
it making noise? I can still hear my voice even though it's on mute.
You've been to Inazuma,
Oh,
right?
it's my head. Okay.
Did you,
I
see
got it.
lots of yokai like her there? Right! But this is actually the first time we've
Okay.
ever seen one with two
Why is
tails.
it making noise?
Whoa!
I can still
I'd
hear my
love to go
voice
see
even
for
though it's on mute.
myself one day. Huh. Anyway, what were you two here for again? Did you need...
Oh, yeah!
Paimon almost forgot. Do you know anything about a Genius Invocation TCG tournament? Apparently there's prizes and stuff. Right. But this is actually the first time
Okay.
I've seen one with two tails.
Making noise.
Whoa!
I can still
I'd
hear my
love to go
voice
see
even
for
though
myself
it's on mute.
one day. Oh, you must mean the one being organized by the Adventurers Guild. It's up at... I'm busy with things here, so I didn't sign up. I don't know all the details. Maybe try asking my boss. Apparently there's prizes and stuff.
Okay.
Whoa! I'd love to go see for myself one day. Oh, you must mean the one being organized by the Adventurers Guild. It's up at... I'm busy with things here, so I don't know all the details. I'd love to go see for myself. A tournament? One day. Oh, you must mean the one being organized. Got it! Well, with any luck, we'll win some more, and then we'll treat you to some yummy food. Huh! What do you mean, luck? I'm the one who taught you how to play, after all. That's meow like it. Okay, you two should probably get going now. Head to the Fountain Plaza. My boss usually takes a walk around there at this time of day. All right, we'll go there right away. Hey, Margaret. We thought we might find you here.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
It's not like we only ever come back to Mondstadt to play cards.
Oh, really? I just assumed you were here to take part in the
King of Invocations Grand Prix? Oh, that must be the Adventurers Guild.
Mm-hmm, that's the one. Genius Invocation TCG has been attracting more and more players lately. The Adventurers Guild arranged for venues in every city to hold a regional tournament for the King of Invocations Grand Prix. The rewards are quite substantial. Mondstadt is already at the final stage, so I'm afraid you might be a little too late to get that prize.
Really? Oh, darn! We already promised Diana we'd treat her to some food with the Moro we won.
It's all right. There's bound to be a next time. This card game came out of nowhere and has already taken the world by storm. Who knows where it'll go next? The game's creators must be ecstatic with all this success, don't you think? It's unbelievably popular.
Yeah, and it only gets more fun the more people there are to play it with.
Well, you may have missed the boat on the official event, but there's also an unofficial tourney organized by some players. Would that interest you at all?
Unofficial tourney?
That's right. With all the excitement surrounding the main tournament, players can hardly contain their enthusiasm. So they've set up an unofficial tourney aimed at a larger player base. You can sign up at any time and play however many matches you want. They even have pre-built decks for players to use. Oh!
Ooh, Paimon likes the sound of this. Thanks for the info, Margaret.
You're welcome. There are plenty of booths at the right. If there's nothing else you needed.
Paimon still thinks that with your abilities, winning the grand prize is just imagine it. Honorary knight defeats foes and emerges as...
Do my ears deceive me? Or do you two have some breaking news to share with me?
Whoa! Who are you? And why the heck are you eavesdropping on us?
Oh, sorry. Force of habit. I tend to keep my ears peeled at all times. Didn't even realize I was listening in. Let me introduce myself. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird from Fontaine. I've been posted here to cover the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
The Steambird?
The Steambird is a major news outlet headquartered in Fontaine and widely acclaimed.
Ooh, okay. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. What was that you were saying about some breaking news?
Oh, looks like I've managed to pique your interest. Well, the truth is that my keen reporting senses are telling me that this competition will be chock full of huge news stories.
Huge news stories? You sure your senses are reliable?
Absolutely! After all, I've seen it with my own eyes. There's a criminal who's been slinking around the competition.
Card snatcher?
Mm-hmm. He stole his opponent's cards when they weren't looking. I was about to try and chase him down, but the next moment, he disappeared into thin air.
But why would someone want to steal other people's cards?
Whatever the truth of the matter, it's my job as a journalist to dig up all the gory details and turn them into my very own exclusive news piece. So, what do you think? Want to join me in my...
That...
Are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer, considering you're the honorary knight who saved Mondstadt, the hero of...
Okay, point taken. Yeah, it seems like we've ended up making quite a big name for ourselves, huh? Yeah, kinda scary. Does she research all her new friends before meeting them for the first time?
I promise you, teaming up with me will be a... Not to mention that being in a news agency...
That actually sounds genuinely useful. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then welcome to the news crew. I've heard that the Traveler... Now then, before we start... That Mondstadt call...
Oh, so we're gonna...
Yep, I have the address right here. We just need to make a slip... I thought you would have figured out who it is I'm talking about by now.
Oh, it's someone we know? That doesn't narrow... Never mind. Who could it be?
One of your rich friends, I'd assume. After all, you gotta be pretty well off to live in the city, right?
That still doesn't really narrow it down. We know lots of people with lots of mora.
Wow, I guess being a national hero earns you friends in high places. Here we are. Wait here a moment. I'll go hand over the cash.
Huh? Oh, so it's...
Who is it? Can I help you? Oh, Traveler and Paimon, what brings you here? And I'm sorry, I don't believe we've...
You must be Mona Magistus, the astrologist. It's an honor to finally meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter from the Steambird. Your columns have been so well received by our readers lately that our management asked me to present you with this cash bonus.
She got Mona's full name and title right on her first try. She really does do her homework.
Ah, you must be Charlotte. Welcome, welcome. Please, just call me Mona. Gosh, this is a long way to come from Fontaine. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
No trouble at all. It was on the way.
Wow, sounds like your articles are a real hit with readers all over Tibet, Mona.
Have I never told you? Well, I've been writing my column, All Things Astrological, for the Steambird for a long time now. The chief editor wrote to me a while ago about the bonus. Thank goodness it's finally here. I was wondering when it would arrive. Thank you, Charlotte.
Huh, you make it sound like you really needed this.
What? No, of course not. It's just that once I knew the bonus was coming, I reallocated some funds that I'd previously set aside for daily necessities and purchased some expensive equipment. That's all.
Classic Mona.
Aha! Perfect! Renowned astrologist, broken, starving. Do the stars really have all the answers? The article practically writes itself.
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Mona's actually super rich. It's just that astrology research is really expensive.
Super rich is a bit of a stretch. Anyway, enough about that. What brings you back to Mondstadt that...
Originally, we just came to catch up with a friend of ours. But some things have come up, and now we're helping Charlotte investigate the case of the Card Snatcher.
Speaking of which, will you be competing in the King of Invocations Grand Prix?
I'm much too busy with my research these days to dedicate time to a competition. Besides,
Even if I did enter, there's no guarantee I'd actually win a prize, is there?
Isn't there? I'd have thought you'd be certain to win with astrology on your side. You'd know all of your opponent's cards ahead of time.
What do you take me for? No self-respecting astrologist would dream of abusing their beloved art for such crude purposes.
Well said. Spoken like an
Well, yes, obviously. Anyway, if past...
Thanks for the offer, but there's no need. Relying on your astrological but don't you worry.
All right, well, best of luck with your investigation, then. Thanks again for bringing the bonus. I will, and yes, we should. I'll hold you to that.
I think it's about time we started heading to the competition venue, the Mondstadt Regional Final.
All right! Paimon... Wow, so this is the venue, huh? Seems pretty lively here.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon, what a rare surprise. Did you really come all this way just to watch Timmy and me in the final?
Kaya? You made it to the finals? Wait, what about your work with the Knights of Favonius? You better not be slacking off again.
Hey, come on now. That's no way to talk to a friend. Naturally, I wouldn't have considered entering the competition were I not already on top of my work. Enjoying a drink while playing a few rounds of cards. I can't think of a better way to relax outside of work. Can you? Oh.
Well, since you're in the competition, have you noticed anything suspicious going on so far? You know, like people stealing other players' cards and that kind of thing.
Stealing cards, you say? I'm afraid I haven't seen anything of that sort. Not while I've been playing, anyway.
Well, we just ran into this journalist from Fontaine and she... Huh? Where'd Charlotte go? She was... Oh, I bet she snuck out to go find some tasty snacks for herself!
Journalist from Fontaine. Oh, you mean the one from the Steambird. I do recall seeing a Steambird reporter listed in the Knights of Favonius visitor log.
Yeah, that'll be her. She said that she saw a card snatcher at the tournament venue, so we're helping...
A card snatcher?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Hello, everyone! Your attention, please!
Guess we'll have to leave it there. Let's continue this conversation. Thanks, Traveler.
Go get him, Kaya! So, Traveler, who do you think is gonna win? Yeah, Timmy seems to be a pretty strong TCG player. Either way, whoever wins is bound to make headlines. Huh. Maybe she got caught up trying out all the delicious Mondstadt snacks. Let's go look for her. Charlotte, what happened? You just disappeared with...
Oh, I just didn't want to bother you while you were catching up with...
But Kaya's one of the finalists. Don't you want to interview him or something?
Yeah, I could churn out that kind of soft news piece in 5 minutes if I had to. Personally, I'm more interested in those two. From the moment things kicked off, they've been acting very strangely, like they're...
You mean there are two card snatchers?
Shh! Keep your voice down! We don't want to scare them off. We need to wait until we've got something concrete. Then we can use... Huh? Wait! Where'd the other guy go?
He's on the run!
After him! Mondstadt's side gate. Let's follow him, but quietly. We mustn't let him spot us.
Jules from Liyue, come take a look.
Transfers of supplies must be reported.
Now he's heading away from the city! How long are we... at this rate... My mom...
Oh, there. Looks like he stopped. Let's sit tight and see what happens.
Why did he come all the way out here? Is he gonna hide something? And now he's crouching down with his hands above his head. Wait! Treasure hoarders! He's in trouble! Quick! We need to rescue him!
Help! Someone save me!
What are the treasure hoarders doing so close to the city?
Have a little
The night
taste!
is cold. Stars shine for...
Suffocate!
I missed a spot. I must leave no stone unturned.
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this. Don't push your luck.
Someone needs assistance. Leave it all to me.
I got careless. Freeze! Suffocate!
Motion to compel.
That's all for size!
Invisible evidence.
Freeze!
Not now.
Incinerate.
Freeze!
As a good knight should.
I got careless.
Steady as stone.
The night is cold.
Motion to compel.
Not now.
Freeze!
Cold. Line to command.
I got careless.
Freeze.
The night is cold.
I got careless.
Dodge this. Don't get frostbite.
I got careless.
My guiding star!
Time for your arraignment! Some boom!
Freeze!
Are you alright?
Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was all over for me.
Those treasure hoarders, did you know them? It sure looked like they were here just for you.
Why would I know them? I was just out for a walk, minding my own business, and then the next thing I knew, I was surrounded.
Oh, really? Then why did they target you? It wouldn't be because of some dubious deal you were involved in at the tournament, would it?
Huh? A deal? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a shame. You see, I'm a journalist, and I just happened to snap a picture of you and one other individual in the middle of a deal. I was only going to ask you for an interview, but that was before you caused all this trouble. And, maybe I'm just wasting my time. Shall I just cut my losses and hand over the evidence to the Knights of Favonius?
Whoa, 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 whoa! No, please. I'll talk, but you gotta believe me.
Wow. That was some serious bluffing on Charlotte's part.
Back at the tournament, I was approached by some random guy who said that he wanted to buy a card back off me. I said,
Really? What kind of card back was it?
nothing special. I just picked it up at the general goods store. It had a treasure chest design on it. I only bought it because it was dirt cheap. This guy offered me 3 times what I paid for it and handed me the Mora right then and there. I could hardly believe my luck, so I decided to head somewhere less crowded and check the Mora was real. That's when I ran into the treasure hoard.
Did you ask him why he wanted to purchase this item from you?
No, I didn't. Genius Invocation TCG has been getting pretty popular lately, and some people will pay good Mora to make their... But after I gave him the card back, he let out a sigh of relief and said something about, that's all the Mondstadt ones. Next stop, Liyue, or something like that.
Or something like that? He either said that or he didn't.
I'm positive. I know what I heard. Once the card was in his hands, he suddenly relaxed like a huge...
That I don't know, but in the interests of your personal safety, I suggest you report all of this to the Knights of Favonius. After all, you weren't doing anything against the law, were you?
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll go speak to the Knights of Favonius right away.
It sounds like that guy's just collecting rare card backs. Are you sure this is the person you're after, Charlotte?
Well, it definitely doesn't add up. You really think someone out there is going from nation to nation, shelling out huge sums? My gut tells me that there's more to this story than the card back alone. This entire situation reeks of exclusive news.
Ooh, treasure!
Who knows? But wherever this, even though I didn't manage to get a good look at his face, his physique and the way he moved were identical to the card snatcher I saw last time. I'm sure it's the same guy. He was much more discreet this time, though. I guess he didn't want to risk trying anything with so many potential witnesses around.
From the sounds of it, we need to head to Liyue next, right? Paimon can't wait! We have tons of friends in Liyue, too. But shouldn't we check in with Kaya before we leave? Paimon at least wants to find out who won the final.
Good idea. Let's go.
I didn't know you were such a slacker. Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all. I didn't know you were such a slacker. Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all. Seems all the other knights already have their hands full. I didn't know you were such a slacker. I didn't know you were such a slacker.
I hereby declare the winner of the Mondstadt Regional Final of the King of Invocations Grand Prix is... Timmy!
Wow, Timmy won! That's amazing!
I was beaten by the best. Timmy's a tough opponent. He had me on the back foot the entire time. It's all right. You don't need to comfort me. This must be the journalist from Fontaine you mentioned earlier. Charlotte, was it? Enchanté. I'm Kaya, cavalry captain of the Knights of Favonius. I trust you're enjoying your time in Mondstadt?
The pleasure is all mine. Mondstadt's reputation as the...
I'm glad you're liking it. Oh, by the way, I couldn't help but notice you all rushing towards the city's side gate earlier. Did you find something? I see.
So, it seems we have an answer to Kai.
Well, in fact, our top priority right now...
Don't worry, we'll keep...
Wonderful.
Thanks for supporting quality journalism. Okay,
Oh, Paimon wanted to ask. See the two people on this poster? Are they the inventors of Genius Invocation TCG? They look so young.
maybe, but very little is known about either of them. Whether they've been living under a rock this whole time or just aren't interested in fame, I don't know.
The poster's probably just an artist's impression to capture the general look and feel of the duo. Beyond that...
Sounds like they're a couple of socially reclusive scholars. If Paimon were in their shoes, she'd be showing up to all the events, signing autographs, selling cards.
I approve. And to top it off, you could play a few rounds of Genius Invocation with everyone.
I was reading up on the game's inventors before I came to Mondstadt. But I soon discovered that there's no mention anywhere of where they live or of any Genius Invocation events that they've attended. It's as if they've designed the game and then never played it again.
Either they don't want to play the game, or they're unable to. But they must have their reasons.
I wonder if they'll show up at all during the King of Invocation's Grand Prix.
Maybe, if you get lucky. And based on my experience, the Traveler seems to have...
Oh, really? Well, that gives me one less thing to worry about. Anyway, our focus is still... I heard Snezhnaya has an old saying.
Well, the Traveler and Paimon... Oh, okay. Now Paimon's...
The tournament has brought...
Sounds great!
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full. I didn't know you were such a slacker. Seems all the other knights already have their hands full. I didn't know you were such a slacker. Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all. I didn't know you were such a slacker. Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all. I didn't know you were such a slacker. Seems all the other knights already have their hands full. I didn't know you were such a slacker. Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all. Seems all the other knights already have their hands full. I didn't know you were such a slacker. Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all. Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
It's about time for us to head off to Liyue. We've got a card snatcher to catch.
I didn't know you were such a slacker. Seems all the other knights already have their hands full. I didn't know you were such a slacker.